I was supposed to write a speech. I wrote a couple. I'm not going to read any of them to you. I don't think that they matter as much as what I would actually like to say. I could stand here. I could stand here and I could tell you my long COVID story. I could tell you all the same things that you're going to hear from a lot of people today. I could tell you how my blood pressure was really high and then it was really low. I could tell you how my pulse was 16. I could tell you how I can't get screened for cancer now. It would all sound really horrible. It is really horrible. But there are a lot of people that can't be here because they are so sick that they cannot travel. I want to tell you about Amy, who is currently fighting her 7th COVID infection and can't access Paxlovid because the government has decided it is no longer approved under an emergency use authorization, and it is $1,600. And it can only be filled every 6 months with insurance. And people with long COVID are so broke that we can't afford tampons, let alone Paxlovid. We are relying on GoFundMe. And most of that crowdfunding is coming from other people in the long COVID community who are also fucking broke. I want to tell you about Dave, who was completely devastated by medical debt. And I'm pretty sure would have been here if he'd had the energy to. Who is more passionate about most of this than half the people that I've talked to in my time in the long COVID community. I want to tell you about Winnie, whose very limited energy is spent propping up other people and trying to make sure that people are aware of what this is doing to our bodies. I want to tell you about Deb, who has spent the last 4 years dealing with long COVID. And it is absolutely horrifying. And now she is terrified that her husband may be infected. I want to tell you about Boo, who may not realize it, but has been such a massive support for me just by showing up and helping keep spaces open on some of the worst days. There are people in California, in Nevada, in New York that I have never met in person and are dealing with so much more. And I know that those are things that I am going to deal with. But they show up and they support people in this community, knowing that we all have very limited time. And our government is doing nothing for them. So I think their stories matter more than mine. And I want to be sure today that I am a voice for them because they could not be here. And I want to be sure that our government knows that we need antivirals now and not in a year, not in 10 months, not eventually, now. We need N95 mandates in healthcare. Not for some people, not for providers, for everyone, now. We need universal healthcare that actually covers healthcare now. I don't want to hear that we can't do it. I have a 2.5-inch mass in my right breast, and I've had it for years. And I'm 31, and I can't get a screening until I'm 40, and I have called everybody, and they tell me I can't get screened. That's bullshit. We need funding for telehealth. We're too sick to leave home, and it's not safe to go into hospitals. Fund this shit. I'm talking directly to Congress. What the fuck is wrong with you? This has gone on long enough. People are dead. People are dying. We don't have time to fuck around. Get your shit together and do something about it.